Alright, let's dive in. You're stepping into the unknown. That's when the brain goes, holy shit, and dumps a bunch of cortisol, the stress hormone, into your system. Now, when you're staring down something new, it feels like your entire body is screaming at you. No, don't do it. Stay in the comfort zone. That's the cortisol talking. That nasty little alarm system that was designed to keep you from being eaten by saber-toothed tigers. It's a survival instinct. But here's the kicker. As you push through that fear, something else happens in your brain. Dopamine, the reward chemical, the feel-good juice, the one that says, hell yeah, you just did something awesome. Dopamine kicks in when you face that fear and proven to yourself you can keep going, no matter the obstacle. It's like when you're pushing a boulder up a hill and suddenly the boulder gets lighter and lighter as you near the top. The tension eases, you can breathe again. So let's unpack this. Think about a time in your life where you were absolutely terrified of doing something new. Maybe you were starting a new job, talking to someone that you really liked, or even just speaking in public. At first, it felt like the world was about to collapse, but then, after you did it, didn't you feel fucking great? That's the dopamine kicking in. You've already done this, maybe not consciously, but you've faced that moment before. Now, let's run this through your mind. Every time you embrace that fear, you're building your muscle. The more you choose to confront the unknown, the easier it gets. It's like lifting weights, except you're lifting your own limitations. You've got this ancient survival mechanism running the show. It sees something unfamiliar. It's like, nope, danger, danger. But what it doesn't know is the world has changed. The saber-toothed tiger is long gone. And instead of running away, you can now just take a deep breath and get curious. You're not weak because you feel fear. You're hardwired for it. The trick is understanding fear is not the enemy. It's a signal. It's telling you something is about to change. And guess what? You want change, right? The brain is like a bouncer at a club. The bouncer's job is to protect you, to keep things safe and predictable. But here's the thing, the bouncer, it doesn't know that the club is about to throw the best damn party of your life. And that party, that's growth. That's where all the magic happens. That's dopamine in action. Remember the last time you started a new workout routine or learned something new? Your brain didn't exactly throw you a parade when you first picked up the dumbbell or sat down at the piano, right? It was like, oh shit, this is new. I don't like it. But then slowly, as you stuck with it, you felt better. That's your brain's reward system kicking in. The more you stick with it, the more you're able to silence that inner critic and do things without freaking out. Or think about how you were when you first learned to drive. The fear, the sweating, the clench of the wheel. You didn't just jump into the car and suddenly drive like a Formula One driver, no. But over time you learned fear doesn't have to hold you back. And now driving is second nature. It's like riding a bike. But the bike is moving faster and you're handling it like a boss. So here is what I want you to really get into. You're not broken. That fear, it's a good thing. It's your mind giving you a heads up that you're about to level up. And when you push through it, you're strengthening your ability to face challenges. Your confidence is built from moments like this. Now let's break it down. Why do you feel fear? Fear is an emotional reaction to the unknown. It's a very primal response, and your brain loves predictability. But predictability doesn't equal growth. Growth happens when you do shit that you're afraid to do. So why do you get stuck? Simple. You don't believe you can handle it. It's like the mind is saying, this is too big, too much. But the truth is, you've handled every hard thing you ever faced. Your fears, they're just smoke and mirrors, tricks that your mind plays to keep you small. It's like a mirage in the desert. You look at it and think, that's impossible. But as you walk towards it, you realise it's just a little puff of smoke. Let's get real. When you face fear and push through it, you grow. Simple as that. You expand, you evolve, your brain rewires itself to be more resilient. And you tap into a level of self-confidence that you didn't know you had. Fear isn't there to stop you. It's there to help you grow. The more you grow, the more you live. Imagine it like this. The world is full of doors. Most people see a door and think, nah, that's locked. I can't get in there. But you see that door. You feel that fear, and you say, I'm going in. I'm unlocking it. When you push through, you see there's a whole new world on the other side. That world is where your future self is waiting. And every time you open one of those doors, you get closer to who you're truly meant to be. Now let's talk about karma and repercussions. If you don't face the fear and act on it, guess what? You're going to feel stuck, like a hamster running in a wheel over and over, stuck in the same patterns. And the longer you stay stuck, the more you convince yourself that you can't change. That's the real fear. To live a life where you know deep down you're capable of more, but you're too scared to go after it. So let's break that down. If you act, your brain adapts, you expand, your life gets more interesting, and you stop letting fear control you. If you don't act, you stay trapped in your comfort zone, never growing, never seeing what's possible on the other side. The fear remains. But it's not the fear of growth, it's the fear of stagnation. That's the worst kind. Now let's get into the science behind this. Fear and growth, they're tied to the neural pathways in your brain. Every time you face that fear, you're literally rewiring your brain. When you do something scary, your brain makes new connections, and over time, that fear fades into the background. Dopamine floods your system because your brain recognizes it's doing something good for you. And that good feeling pushes you to do it again. So why are you afraid to do it? I get it. The fear of failure, the fear of looking stupid, the fear of being judged. That's all real. But here's the truth. People's judgments are irrelevant. They're just reflections of their own insecurities. You're going to get judged either way. So why not get judged for doing something amazing? You're afraid because you've conditioned yourself to think that failure is bad. What if failure isn't failure at all? What if it's just a lesson? A stepping stone to your next breakthrough. The more you face that fear, the more you embrace it. The more you redefine failure as simply part of the process of growth. Alright, let's smash through some of the limiting beliefs. You've been carrying them like an invisible backpack full of rocks. Fear of judgment, fear of rejection, fear of failure. All that baggage. It's just baggage. Throw it out. Stop carrying it around like a badge of honour. You don't need it. Fear is just the body's way of telling you that you're about to level up. If you continue to let these beliefs hold you back, you'll stay stuck. You'll keep doing the same shit over and over and never get to the juicy, amazing, next level life you could be living. So what are the top patterns that drain you? Overthinking, perfectionism, people-pleasing, waiting for the right time, thinking you have to do everything yourself. These patterns, they keep you stuck in a loop of fear and doubt. But here's the thing, those patterns, they're your biggest opportunity. When you interrupt them, you change the whole game. Now I want you to think about how you can take this fear and turn it into fuel. When you feel fear, instead of retreating, lean into it. It's like jumping into a cool pond. At first, it's shocking. But after a few moments, it feels refreshing. That's your growth. That's how you start leading yourself and others into breakthroughs.